in here. Dark looks. If that helps, I might. Oh my God. All right, so what's good? It's Vanessa Monai here, and as you can see, I'm in my living room. Now, I did actually just film myself cleaning and trying to set this up so it could be as so it could look better, okay? Because this was a mess at the end of the day, and we don't have curtains, so I did hang that cover up, real ghetto. I'm here in California, and it is expensive, okay? We're still trying to get our blinds fixed, but I'm currently on YouTube, even though I'm live, and I'm watching, or I'm going to be rating the top 10 most popular YouTubers of 2019. So it is currently 6:07 here in California, and I'll be taking notes as well. If you haven't already seen this, then check it out if you're a new YouTuber like me, or if you are just someone that's doing some research for whatever, maybe in school or just for yourself. Check out this video. It's at Watch Mojo. I guess that's the channel. And if you'd like to, I guess, get a shout out in any of my lives, comment, okay? Comment anything you want to see, anything you want to know, anything you want to share. I will be starting out with a scripture because that's something I want to do, I want to share. And so the scripture says, the verse of the day is, "Trust ye in the Lord forever, for in the Lord Jehovah is everlasting strength." That is Isaiah 26, verse 4. And that was the King James Version. And we are 2 minutes in. Where is everyone? Does nobody watch YouTube Live? Like, I don't understand. So let me go into prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for today. Thank you for all that happened today. Today was a rough day for me, as you know, and I appreciate you just placing me in the situations that I went through today, Lord. If you can touch someone from this live, if you can reach someone, please bless those who are tuning in, bless those who aren't, and just continue to use me. Thank you. I trust you and I love you. Amen. And so here we go. I'm going to start it.
Hey guys, it's Phoebe. Welcome to Top X, the show where we count down the good, bad, and
I didn't have a burrito here.
Today we're counting down the top 10 influential YouTube personalities.
And it looks disgusting.
At least you're preparing them for what you're...
Okay, so she's going in already because that started pretty fast. Like 16 seconds in and she's already hitting us with it. I like that.
Yeah, early. Yeah, you know. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
I have some coffee, that's why I have a little bit of...
We're looking at the most influential people on YouTube, taking into account their influence and their reach outside of the platform. Okay. Let's take a look. Number 10, the gang at Dude Perfect. Brothers Kobe and Corey Cotton, along with friends Garrett
Cotton, that's my brother's name.
Make up a collective that focuses on sports-related entertainment, mainly elaborate trick shots and stunts.
I have been thinking about sports. I do want to feature sports on my channel. My brothers both play football. Oh my God, I love that.
Making them the 8th highest sub-channel on YouTube and the most sub-channel in the United States.
Yes.
Their brand extends beyond the YouTube sphere, as they recently had a video sponsored by the National Football League as part of its Super Bowl
football is the place to go. Okay. If you like football, comment below. How about that?
Video, by the way, pulled in over 12 million views in just 2 weeks.
12 million views.
Not bad for a bunch of college roommates. Number 9, Jenna Marbles.
I haven't heard
You know you're
any of
much
these
more than
people
a
yet.
YouTuber when you've got a wax figure at Madame Tussauds in New York City. This feat alone makes you a full-on celebrity and cultural star. Now I want to put on my shoes and an outfit that I think will enhance my tallness. So we think all Jenna's hard work has paid off since her first video was uploaded in 2010.
She has her hair
to crack 20 million
straight.
subs, 3 billion views, and has, you know, a freaking actual statue of herself. That's not all though, as she's an entrepreneur as well, having her own line of dog toys, hosting a show on Sirius
subscribe if
XM,
you haven't
and even
already
having
checked
an
out my
executive
channel.
producer
Please go
credit
watch
to her name.
my
The
first
question
few
should be,
videos.
is there anything Jenna Marbles can't do? No, there isn't.
Two videos on there and one live already.
Number 8.
Check it out.
Good
Okay.
Mythical Morning. Brett McLaughlin and
Number
Lincoln Neal
8.
have carved out quite a nice little corner of YouTube for themselves, employing the variety talk show format and making it work outside main.
Okay, so they're like creating food catastrophes and they're eating it. It looks disgusting, but I guess I can understand why they're number 8. People like to watch disgusting things. This is just the world we live in.
Stream TV.
Okay.
Marinara, cheese, and bugles.
Woo! Their act is now in its 15th season and has garnered over 5 billion views, landing them a few guest spot appearances alongside Jimmy Fallon's The Tonight Show booth. The duo has also hosted some big-time guests on their show from outside.
I went wrong with the hot sauce last time. I know.
Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods from WWE, musical act Linkin Park, and comedian Bill Hader. They also have a secondary channel called Red Link that has an additional 4.5 million subs, but is rarely updated. Number 7, Liz Singh, also known as Superwoman. Miss Singh's list of accomplishments are so vast, and her influence is so great that we honestly don't know where to begin. We're going to fly across the Atlantic Ocean, around Africa, and through this passageway that's very narrow. Just like your mind.
Because the only people I like so far is number 10.
She has 2 YouTube channels, which combined total close to 17 million subs. And
I know people that have more than one YouTube channel.
But she's also a boss outside YouTube, wearing multiple hats such as musician, actress, filmmaker, and a major influencer on Instagram. Then, in March 2019, it was announced that Singh would be getting her own talk show on ABC. This will make her not only the first woman to host a late-night TV show in 3 decades, but also the first bisexual woman of color, and specifically of Indian origin, born in Canada, no less, to do so. Her shots are so full of awards that we're wondering if she's been able to keep them all. What was her MTV Fan Award, 2 Teen Choice Awards, multiple Streamies, and a People's Choice Award. I am keeping all my happiness in the garbage. Every day, laundry with dirty people learn to clean your bum better, okay? Oh, and did we mention her first book was a New York Times bestseller? Number 6, Ryan Higa, also known as Higa.
Edible arrangements.
Ryan holds a crazy impressive YouTube stat. He was the most subbed YouTuber for almost 2 years between 2009 and 2011, which gives him the second longest reign at YouTube's peak, behind PewDiePie, of course.
So, to be honest, they're going so fast. I think we're on number 5. But these people have just not been catching my attention. Like I said, number 10, I really like it.
Itself is a huge accomplishment. But Ryan's comedic chops and other talents have translated to ventures outside the small screen as well, such as a K-pop group, his own production company, as well as a like film. Two shorts and a starring role in 2016 horror movie, Tell Me How I Died. What does he do in his spare time? Well, he writes, records, and films parody songs too. This guy is a machine.
Thank you for reading. If you like this thesis, please leave an A. Be sure to subscribe for more essays coming soon. They are coming soon.
Number 5.
Okay, we got a commercial.
Discover automatically matches all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year.
Y'all hate commercials.
Dollar for dollar. Millions of people a year get their cash back.
I barely watch regular TV anymore just because of
unlimited cash back.
But my patience, I got this tattoo here.
5, Jeffree Star.
But it does say patience, and I'm working on it.
First gaining notoriety on MySpace and having a successful, although brief music career.
I want to dip into pepperoni right here. Now, I keep brushes. I don't know if anyone else does this at home.
He's explored many avenues, such as modeling, while continuing to reinvent himself throughout the years. As for YouTube, he's been beyond successful, sitting at over 12 billion subs and 1 billion views.
My hair is getting shorter because I've been cutting it.
His makeup brand, Jeffree Star Cosmetics, is the fashion world topic, and has Mr. Star at the top of his game both publicly and professionally.
If my edges stay like this, I'm going to be surprised because I for sure just did them.
WTF.
He also really doesn't care what you think of him either. which no doubt makes his authenticity so endearing to people all over the world. Number 4, Jack Kai. Jack has been doing the YouTube thing since 2012, when he started regularly uploading gaming content in the form of Let's Plays and vlogs. Come here, you stupid shit!
But he's a gamer, number 4. I'm not going to be,
reach extends beyond the platform, as he's been recognized for his charity work in which he's used his stardom for good, along with other tubers such as PewDiePie, to raise money for children in need and suicide prevention.
We can somehow turn it around and turn it into something positive.
Definitely.
That we can turn this situation into something more productive, more worthwhile.
He's also helped raise money for disabled gamers to make video gaming more accessible. This big-hearted e-celebrity has turned more than a few heads in mainstream media as well, leading to him being able to play the Deadpool video game with its star Ryan Reynolds.
I'll teach you how to play it, so you're going to jump against this. Oh!
Are you taking notes?
You're very busy playing Deadpool.
Why not?
Number 3, Markiplier. Markiplier, Mark or Markimu, is another YouTuber specializing
Oh my God, there's a gnat.
that is not limited to the platform that gave him this big break.
Can't.
Go quick. Oh, no.
Okay, I'm gonna put my food up
The
because this
resume
is not.
doing other things is quite impressive. He's been on the board of comic book publisher Red Giant Entertainment since 2014, and will even have his own comic soon. He's embarked on stand-up comedy tours, has been on Jimmy Kimmel Live, played himself in Smosh the Movie, and even signed with talent agency William Morris, suggesting big things ahead.
Well, how do you know which way to go? It's a big circle. Where's the ball? You're not supposed to be flat.
To top it off, he's something of a philanthropist too, using his talents to raise a ton of cash for charities in the process.
Spacey now.
Number 2, Shane Dawson. If you thought the other
Shane Dawson, I've heard of him.
get a load of Shane
I actually
Dawson.
watched his one
YouTuber,
video.
author, actor, musician, director, sketch comic. He's best known for his YouTube presence, where his timely docuseries and hyped conspiracy theory videos have made his channel one of the hottest on the platform, and a channel other YouTubers regularly watch.
Let's talk. Here we go.
But he's successful in many other areas as well, being a 2-time New York Times bestselling author, along with directing, producing, and starring in his own feature-length film.
Stay away from lactose.
This is a lot of people. Yeah, so this is like a very small portion of our collection.
He doesn't show any signs of slowing down either, as he just won the People's Choice Award for Best Social Star of 2018. Before we unveil our topic, here are some honorable mentions.
Sí, porque es que luego nos encontramos y es demasiado extraño porque yo obviamente siento como una mirada penetrante.
And then finally, just a little more obstacle. Lastly, I'm going to go a little bit of B on the
Let me see if that's them.
toothbrush and just use this to bump out that final orange edge.
No, I'm waiting for my relatives to get here from their game, and you'll see footage of that once I edit it, because I'm learning now.
Number 1, PewDiePie.
Number
You
1
knew
is
it. Despite controversy relating to the alleged anti-Semitic content in some of his videos, PewDiePie's presence on the internet itself is something that continues to boggle the mind. I mean, it was only in November of 2018 that he had 71 million subs, and by February 2019, he was at a whopping 84.
At this point, who's doing TikToks unironically? Because we all have ironic TikToks.
How does he do it? Well, when
What
you're taking
the hell?
3 million views on an average video, you're likely to command some attention. Get people talking and clicking that subscribe button.
I would teach you. Come on,
I mean,
His Battle of YouTube with Indian
That's
entertainment
interesting.
giant T-Series was one of the most talked about stories of 2018, and with both
And I like his
channels getting
outfits.
89 million
I'm working
subs
on my
as of March
t-shirt line. I don't know if I told y'all that, my
2018.
t-shirt
Will
line.
continue to stay in the news cycle for a while.
You like me, look.
Stay
Look
tuned.
at my health bar. It's completely fine. It's fine. I'm doing fine, by the way, guys. I'm doing great.
So what'd you guys think? Keep in mind there were tons of content creators we would have loved to include on this list.
I feel like
So if you think
there's a lot of people on there that, I mean, they may have been the top, but they weren't doing anything special. They weren't doing anything special, pretty much. Let me look at the top black. That's what I want to see. The top black YouTubers, yeah. Shout out to, let me go find her name because I don't remember by heart. I'm not that big of a fan. I'm a fan, but I don't know y'all in real life. So shout out to D. Christine. I love her. I love her channel. She's such a blessing always. And like I said, if you want to shout out while I'm live or just in my videos, comment. What the hell's going on? One year ago. 3 years ago. Okay. 6. Where's the, 2019. That's what I want to see. Okay, so there's some interesting videos popping up for this one. Let me just go to top 12 richest Black YouTubers. We're probably gonna fast forward through some of this because that motherfucker is
express my individuality.
tell them on.
I'm comfortable in my own skin. I am
All right. Like this music already. Y'all know we lit. Every day we lit. You can't tell me shit. Okay. And then we got some of that going on. I think I like her already. I gotta subscribe. I like her already.
That's right. Down, black person, blue person, look everyone. But I have failed and I have messed up and I've had many accidents. So today I want to show you that I accidentally forgot to make a fresh video. Here we go.
So if you haven't already checked out my channel, tell me why. Please. I want to know. I need some feedback. Okay.
I'm gonna go swim in the pool. I'm seeing cool teams doing into things. So I'm gonna be cooking, so it's a minute. You can't lead the way.
Okay. All right. So here we go. I do like her intro.
What's up, you guys? It's Mr. Guy Jokes. Really?
I gotta check him out.
This is not cool.
Mystic Guy Jokes.
You never said anything.
Just relax. What's up? Okay, I like his channel. Okay, who's this?
So, lady of the hour has arrived.
Wolfie Raps.
It's going to be hype, of course.
All morning.
So we've been waiting all morning to go swimming. Tonight's date, so this is what we're doing today's date. It's going to be lit as what? Yeah, you get the toes. Get the toes.
Yeah, like over here. If you're at home,
What do you mean?
if you're at work, or wherever you're at, let me know. Damn. Damn. I feel like I'm talking to my boyfriend. Like, damn. Fuck. Excuse me, y'all. I'm about to toss this. He gonna throw her in there. That's crazy. What the hell? What the hell? Right, I gotta see this. I love black people, I swear. They're stupid. They're stupid funny, but they're stupid. You're stupid funny. So number 4 is KSI.
What? God damn it! Your boy is in Japan. God, I love Japanese people.
I swear that's me. Hola. Just randomly. Hola.
Say it's the best song, real legend. Say who you believe is the best song. I'm coming from them. I know what for real. I will do the best song. This is ridiculous. The boy obviously had to get them grapes, them very good, expensive tasting grapes. They're not the four-speed ones because it's not summer apparently. A small apple compared to this, it comes out of fucking nowhere. Mangoes and orange.
I haven't even looked at my phone.
Yeah, cool. Alright, so I start with the grapes, I guess. I don't know what this video is, guys. But one of the grapes tastes like grapes. Oh. Tastes like orange. It's gonna be a good video, isn't it? Alright, we go. Mango. Tastes like mango. Last but not least, we go. Jupiter.
What the fuck are y'all talking about? Okay, let me pause this because I'm missing it and I'm trying to catch up to this group chat. Jesus, can y'all see all these messages? Like, I don't want y'all to see what they're saying. There's hell of them. There's hell of them. All right, so if y'all have Tumblr, let me know. I do have Tumblr. I do have Facebook. I do have Twitter, but I gotta make a new one. And right now I have a Tumblr group chat going. So a bunch of people all over the world I have linked up with, and we've decided to come together and basically just get to know each other, support each other, or all that good shit, all that good shit, that grown good shit. Okay, so yeah. Wait. Okay, let me just click in here because I've been trying to read them on my notifications. I could just click in here. Okay. Well, we on the ride. He like found something to say. All right. So one of the girls on here is getting stalked by some random. Okay. It's not okay. Don't stalk people. I have my moments and I'm getting it under control. Stalking is just a part of control, pretty much. And if I can control myself, I can control those habits. You understand? If just one dude calls a girl No, see, double digits sounds like a lie. They stopped listening. Dead ass. Dead ass. Okay. My boyfriend said she should have told him that she has 9 kids. And if y'all ain't seen that video already, it's hilarious. This woman is walking down the street and this guy is trying to talk to her. He's on her line. And she's like, you know what? I have 9 kids. So can you step up and be the father to my kids? Because that's what I need. Okay. I don't need anything else. And he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I can. He's like, yeah, confirming it, hella like playing along with it. We all know he wasn't going to be serious. Okay. But he was just so attracted to her sexually and how she looked. He just wanted he would have said anything to get in them pants. And after a while, he just walked away. He was like, no, I can't do this. Almost ran her bike into my car. Let me get my ass home. I did see a car accident today and it kind of shook me. It was like, whoa. It was right in the middle. Well, it was right before I took a nap because I woke up at 9 o'clock this morning and I did oversleep. I was supposed to get up at like 6:37. But I got up at 9 and I passed out around 12 until 2 until almost 3, basically. Yeah. But it was right before I passed out. And the people I'm hoping y'all okay. Why are they honking? I know y'all can hear that. Okay, so we're jumping back in and we're on number, what is this, 4? KSI?
It's like shit, by the juices in that, pretty dry apple. Yes, why?
They're still honking. Why are they honking? I'm late, but I was just thinking about that. People love to flex. So KJ So Cool is number 5.
Starting off with want to take up something very important, guys. Now, we're not going to show you once we get there because it's kind of like a private place. But once we get back, we will show you exactly what it is that we're going to get. Stay tuned for that. Wow. Hey, guys, we finally did it, man. That's right. Me and royalty can probably hit the ground right now shaking. Yeah,
she's cute. I like her. Yes, with the yes.
You be wearing shoes with no socks on, flinky foot out of that. We're going out of town, obviously.
I might watch his channel just for the girl.
Obviously, who needs a passport to travel around America? We've already lived in America, guys. Yes, Rosie just said it. We're surprising you guys on Rosie's birthday with a trip, guys. We're not going to tell you where we're going, but just know it's going to be lit, and we needed passports, and it's finally back. We got them, man. It's legit, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to show you guys everything because they got a lot of valuable information on here. So, guys, as you can see right there, man, this is a legit passport. So we got up to 10 years to travel all around the world. No one can tell us we can't go. Are you excited, Russ? Are you happy?
Thank you.
You're welcome, man. It was your idea, so thank you. Because honestly, I never thought I was going to use a passport. But now I have one, ain't no turning back. Well, that's getting it back. Yeah, since we got those passports, and we're going to be basically traveling all over the country. I think it's only right that we do a couple of things. One, get the kids their passports too. Definitely. 2, hang out with the kids a lot more often. I know we do this a lot anyway. We're feeling the reaction they're running out. Hey, oh my God.
Oh, wherever they're at is snowing. We did get snow this year in California, well, in Oakland, California.
See? I can't wait to play that game with you guys.
It's only like a few hours. A lot.
Wait. Where's your iPod? Oh, you got it? Why's she parking right there?
His family.
Now look at you.
I need my man to be like, damn. Every time he see me. Every time he see me. Damn.
Wait, can you tell?
Yes.
What is it? What's the difference? Tell me.
The color. It's a little lighter.
And?
And it was cut a little bit. A little trim. Yes, it was. There was no trim. Not one trim.
Something else.
It looks like a wig.
And you had a little twirl to it.
The root. And then they color the hair and highlight it.
Yeah. I see.
You like it?
You should have a little trim. Looking a little shorter. It's because of the twirl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's curved a bit short.
That's nice. Hey, mommy, do hairstyle? To touch mommy's hair. Touch mommy's hair.
I think doing nothing special for me.
You like mommy's hairstyle? Ooh, she likes it.
You big.
I have seen them before, number 7. What's their names? De'Ara and Kim. I've seen them before.
We are back with another freaking video.
I can't.
Plastic bag. It has a warning on the plastic bag, which means something is devilish inside this bag.
And let's not forget to mention that we ordered 4. Which I highly doubt that we, will make it to the second.
The way it's gonna work, me and Aaron both eat 2 each.
Woo, alright. It's like a 1-chip challenge, so literally with only 1 chip is in this package.
You ready?
So,
1 chip?
Yeah, take up.
oh, me? I'm a real OG.
Alright, go. Oh,
No, you ain't gonna drink me. Learn. Through all these hot videos, do not use your freaking lips.
Alright, keep
on. Ready? 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
Tongue only.
No, you ain't doing it today now. You gonna eat that chip.
Eat that chip. Okay.
2, 3.
Well,
Oh, baby.
my eyes are already watering. I didn't even bite it. I literally just tasted it.
Boy, I tell you, it's not even my mouth, but it's my mouth. It's my freaking throat, right here.
Ooh. Okay. I probably won't watch them, but there's seems funny for that one. I did see him, Fredo. I did see that he fucking cheated on his girlfriend. I might not tune into him, but I might just. I might not subscribe, but I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check him out.
I'm coming back to this spot really got me thinking. It really took me back to memory lane, jumping in this same exact damn pool. I knew that we were going to take a trip to my parents' house. And on the way, I was thinking, why not get some revenge?
You might not.
Throwing my PlayStation in the pool. So I got something extremely special wrapped up underneath my sleeve. Wait, gang, are y'all ready? It's about to get crazy. Let's go.
Alright, y'all, the camera is all set up just like she did my ass. We are about to get our revenge. Yes.
That engagement ring was
Oh, she was pregnant.
AV with the heart.
so it's just for Eve, but it's not for you.
It is.
Please don't do this seriously.
No.
Fredo, I mean fucking serious. Give me my phone.
No.
No, seriously, give me my
No.
phone.
I have so much hurt, built up pain from the day I took to my PlayStation and this Paul. Somebody is gonna pay for it. Today is the day I get my revenge.
Fredo, I'm not fucking playing with you. All of Baby Ava stuff is on there.
I don't give a.
I've got daughter's pictures and everything else on there.
I care about my daughter, but do you remember my PlayStation?
Yes,
Do you remember all the?
no! I'm sorry, don't do it.
Apologize.
I'm sorry about your PlayStation. It was stupid. No, please do not do it. Please don't do it.
All right.
Please don't do
Tell me that you're sorry.
I'm sorry. Do not do my phone in the pool. Please do not do my phone in the pool.
This was a year ago. Probably would accept your apology. Guess what? Karma's a bitch.
She could have caught that. She could have caught that. You know she was pissed after that. I know she was.
I gotta have a very, very interesting conversation with you. I'm gonna give you a snippet in a minute. But I need to tell you something about how you gonna get the full video. So, before I even get into that, man, On My Own is now on iTunes, Apple Music, man. Go cop it on iTunes, man. Spend that $10 in your account that you're gonna spend on some Cheetos, and just help support a young man like me, man. DDG Squad, I need y'all the most. If I get high on the iTunes charts, that makes me look so good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? To the point where I'm competing with the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm competing with people that's near number one. So if we can get that up there, man, that would mean the world to me. But I'm not worried about it or anything like that. I would just really appreciate it. It would be such a blessing to me if I can get On My Own up there. Just go watch it again, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Make videos out of it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Tweet out anything. I'm gonna be doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, this is my video. But I want to make y'all more involved into my music, just like y'all involved into the vlog. So when it does hit 5 million, you can say, I helped get it there. You know what I'm saying? Because we are a squad, we a family. Whatever I do, you know what I'm saying, is a lot of it comes from the support that you give me. So if y'all get On My Own to 5 million, if we get On My Own to 5 million, I'm gonna drop this new music video. Without further ado, this is a quick snippet.
I don't remember that last one. That's aggravating. Number 10. Is it a couple? DMV Nation?
It's your girl, Bianca. I am back once again, guys. With another prank day back home, and you are coming with me. You're not staying here by yourself. What's wrong with you? You gonna be 14 hours away from each other?
I can't take no loss, bro.
What do you mean? How are you taking a loss? Your eyes are big.
I'm just saying, though, hey, you gonna have to, I'll get my money back.
I'll get your money back for you.
You gonna have to shred?
Oh.
Or you gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? You gonna have to shred? You have to do something?
Oh, you want me to?
You know what the money was spending? Hey, you ready? We been here for what, a day?
So you don't care?
We're gonna be here for 4 days.
You don't care?
What?
Happy
Man, I gotta get that money back. But you ready to go? Okay, sure.
I'm not trying to see you. I'm trying to other people get no money at me.
Wow.
I'm trying to you.
Hey, no, but for real.
No, but for real. I'm ready to go.
No, but for real.
Go, come on. I'm ready to go.
Oh, this money wasted.
Dang, I'll get your money back.
Is it the same?
I'll get it refunded.
It's all right, man.
I'll get it refunded.
In Hawaii with my babe. In Hawaii with
I
my babe.
don't know my password.
What you doing?
Oh, Damo and Christy. And they're not even doing YouTube together anymore because Damo bossed up. Damo bossed up. I'm so proud of her.
Finally, everybody's been asking, but we still get merch, and we got some merch, and it sounded like just not take home. So what we got here is Damo and how like just like us, so it makes the words that says like we Rainbow AF. Why not have Rainbow AF shirts? Alright, so I have my favorite shirt behind me. I don't know if you guys can see it or not.
All right.
So what, just like me, and I wear this shirt so much. So I love the material of the shirt. This shirt is more of a summer shirt.
I like those shirts.
Girl.
I like those shirts.
Hello?
Hello.
We have phone cases. We have phone cases. They match the shirts, and I like that because, like, if you're wearing this one, you can wear this, and then if you're wearing this shirt, you can wear this one. I love them. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy to be around. You like the phone cases? Which one do you like better? He said it right.
First of all, I'm tired of this stupid YouTube rap. I'm gonna show you how to do this shit. Minus all the crap. I'm not the fire. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so my parents went.
Oh, that's it.
Emotional. Anyway, I'm thinking to maybe prank one. See if this works. Oh, I've got a good friend of mine.
All right, so if you're still here, I fucks with you, and I guess we can go into today. So today was a rough day for me. Basically, I missed a dose of my meds. So I take Seroquel at night to help me sleep. It's supposed to help with my anxiety, but it does not. And so I just take it to sleep. And not last night, but the night before, I missed a pill. I just went to sleep and I was just really lazy. I didn't get up to get my pill. And so last night I did double it. I'm supposed to take half, but I took a whole pill last night. And I was expecting to sleep longer. That's usual, but I guess I wasn't expecting to have so much anxiety just throughout the day because I was planning to go outside. I was planning to do Postmates deliveries, and it didn't work out really. So when I got up, basically today my brothers had a football game and they play youth football. I was supposed to go with them this morning, which is around 7, to take the car. So I'd have the car for today because I don't have a car. I don't have a vehicle, but I do have my license. So I use either my mom or my brother's car, sometimes a rental, to do Postmate deliveries just to make some side income. And I would definitely not recommend using Postmates, but Postmates is one of the ones that I still have access to. Basically, I did try Uber Eats, and Uber is just so complicated for no reason at all. But in the process of me trying to get my Uber Eats account back active because I hadn't done Uber Eats in over a year, I had a few different Uber accounts trying to drop off people and drop off food. And so with that, they basically told me I need to delete my account, create a new one, and then pick a different method besides driving, like use a bike or something. It was something weird, but it still hasn't worked out. So I just took that as a sign, like it's not meant for me to do Uber Eats. Postmates, the only thing I do like is they tip good for me at least. I can pull that up, actually. I made about, how much now? I know when I last looked in July, it was about 1,000 or 2,000 over the course of a few months, but I wasn't doing it every day because I did have 2 other jobs at the time. And I actually do like to work. But when I'm not working, it kind of brings me to a low point pretty much. And so I'm not working right now. I am looking for work, just battling my anxiety and day-to-day things. So at the moment, I've made $2,351 delivering with Postmates. Now, as far as spending, I've spent pretty much more than half of that back, whether that's gas, whether that's rentals, and so yeah, Postmates, they definitely don't pay enough. Sometimes I might get like $3 for delivery, and meanwhile I'm driving like 5 miles. Okay, it's not worth it. And so when I finally got up today around 9, because my brother I did hear my brother try to wake me up when I was leaving. And I was really angry. I don't know what was going on in my dreams, but yeah. So around 9 o'clock, I was officially up, and I woke up to a dream. Okay, now I don't know if this how the dream state works, but it felt like my dream kind of woke me up. And in my dream, my boyfriend was on the phone with me. It felt like it was real life. And he was asking me like, "So are you gonna pick me up? So are you gonna pick me up?" And he seemed worried, he seemed panicked. And in that moment I felt panicked. I didn't have any means of transportation. I couldn't pick him up, and he was basically asking me to pick him up. And so I jumped up and I looked at my phone. And I'm like, okay, I was on the phone. Like, I thought I was really on the phone in my dream, like in real life. But I just checked my phone, and then I called my mom because they were all at the football field at the game. And so first thing I did was I got some weed this morning. I did smoke all of my weed last night. And when I smoked this morning, I guess that's what kind of triggered my anxiety, because after that, I was kind of in a rush. Like, things weren't going the way I wanted them to go. Nobody was answering my phone calls. I couldn't find my mom. I couldn't find who had the keys. When I got to the field, basically, I didn't want to be around all those people. I just wanted to get the keys and leave. And I had to walk in front of everyone, which is something that just makes me start drenching, sweating. Now, it wasn't as hot as the last time I went to the game, but I wasn't in a happy mode. Like, I'm pretty sure I was mugging when I was up there, and that's a turn off. But I got in and I got out, and the first thing I did was turn on my app. I did call my boyfriend because I guess that's kind of why I was irritated too. I thought my boyfriend was working earlier. He told me he worked the swing shift today, and I wanted to see him before work, but I wanted to make sure he wasn't late. And so I was calling him, and he wasn't answering, and I kind of was just gonna leave it alone. Like, if he's late, then that's what's meant to be, and if not, then I'll see him and it'll be okay, basically. But I turned on my app after I called him, and I got a few deliveries. So the first delivery was hella far. It was like going downtown and then going all the way to Alameda, and we didn't have a lot of gas. I'm not going to be going all over the place if it's not a bonus, okay? Sometimes Postmates does give bonuses, or they'll do like 2 times the rate or $5 bonus or whatever. But that's mostly at like 7-Eleven for some reason. Okay, so and then I got another delivery for a pickup in Berkeley. Now, I don't know why I did not look at the order. I did not look at the order, because what I was wearing earlier, I had on my leather jacket and my jeans, but I wasn't comfortable. I was hot. And so I was trying to get in my groove. I did almost get into an accident. So I was just trying to calm down and not speed, because I like to speed. It's a problem, and I'm working on it. But so I get all the way to Berkeley, and I realize I'm picking up alcohol. I don't have my ID because I left everything at home. Literally, I was supposed to come back home before I started delivering, and I decided not to waste gas and go home, but to just go deliver. So I get to Berkeley with no ID, and I realize I have to cancel this delivery because they're not going to give me this alcohol. Like, people tell me I look like I'm 15, like I'm 12. What the fuck? Okay, I'm 24 years old. 24. Okay, like put some respect on it. And so, Jesus. OMG. Okay, so they're still talking on the group chat. But anyways, I canceled the delivery and then I go back to the football field. And did I go back to the football field? No, I stopped by my old job, and well, not by my old job, but in the area of my old job. And I went to drop off my package. I'm really proud of myself for that because I wasn't planning on going there. I wasn't planning on dropping it off, honestly. I did not feel like being around people, and it just so happened to be in that area. They had a flea market going on, which is usual for Saturday, but it's just extra packed. It's by the lake, and if you don't know Lake Merritt, Oakland, it's pretty lit nowadays. It's pretty lit, but me and crowds of people, like it just gets under my skin. And so back to the story. I checked out this new restaurant and I'm really happy to see a restaurant there because the place has been empty for a while and I've been just plotting on it. Like every time I see it, man, something should be in there. And I felt like that was low-key a sign for me, but I'm happy to see someone else in there. And I did see if they were hiring because I do love that area. I do want to learn how to cook different types of food. I specialize in pizza because I did pizza for a few years, but it was a vegan place. So just vegan food in general, I don't know much about, and I'm interested in learning. Now, just so happened the UPS was right down the street, and I did go back and forth with myself. This is the thing with my anxiety. I go back and forth with myself a lot. And it gets to the point where I'm just like, Vanessa, just do it. What the fuck are you waiting for? Like dead ass. Like going outside to smoke. If it's hella people outside, because we're in the ghetto, okay? If it's hella people outside, then I will look out the window a few times. Just to see what's going on. A lot of niggas out there, people talking, people doing God knows what. And so that's pretty much it. I guess I should set a reminder for myself, like just do it. Like not nothing to do with Nike, but for Vanessa, like stop thinking about it over and over, analyzing it. Just do it. Just do whatever you think about doing. Just do it. Okay. Just like this YouTube. Like, come on. I don't gotta be perfect because I'm not perfect, okay? I'm human. I'm human, okay? And Vanessa, I love you because I didn't tell you that already. I see you and I love you. Tell yourself that too if you're watching this. So what else? Okay, so I go to sleep. Now, when I went to sleep at the field, I was hot at first and I thought I was gonna wake up sweating. Usually when I sleep during the heat or in the sun or in warm places, it's a very uncomfortable sleep for me. And because I sweat normally, regularly, me sweating in my sleep is like the worst. It's like I wake up feeling like I was in a coma. And when I woke up to a few missed calls and some texts, and my mom was like, "Where you at?" And I'm like, "Mom, I told you where I was at. I told you I was going to be asleep right here on the corner." The car accident. I seen a car accident. It was right in the middle of the intersection, right by the football field and where I was parked. And it scared the living daylight out of me. I don't even know if that's the same. It scared me though. Like I feel like I was low key like spacing out at the lights. And then that shit just happened and I was like, whoa, shit, damn. Like it took me back because I've been in a car accident. And if you've never been in a car accident, I don't think you know that feeling. But it is like, oh, like your heart stops. I see mines. I see mines head. I seen the light and everything. Just how they make it in the movies, bro. When I tell you, like you won't know that feeling until you're in it. Okay. And I blacked out pretty much, but the people were okay. They pulled over. They got out of the way, and I mean, I just pulled to the side in case they wanted to come talk to me. I wasn't gonna pull over there with them. But it was in the middle of the light. Like one person was turning and the other car was the other car was going straight. Okay. And so that's pretty much what happened. Now, what else? I went to sleep and when I woke up it was close to 3 and I moved the car and it just so happened to be a park right where I left the first time. So that was nothing but God at the end of the day. And me getting in that parking spot was nothing but God because the Lord knows that I struggle every day with parking. Like if I gotta double, what is that? What is that? Is that parallel parking? I think. Okay, if I'm parking on the street basically and it's tight, my spacing is not always accurate, especially with cars that I don't drive like daily, okay, or small cars in period. Like in general, I love small cars, but when I finally get a car, it's probably not going to be that small. So just learning to park, learning to spacing and parking is something I'm always working on. But I did good today because I didn't hit nobody's car. I got in that park too. I got out and I spent about 15 minutes standing outside the car and then I wanted to go back to sleep. So I did record some of the game and I seen some people and I said hi and I gave some hugs. And I was a little social, but there was some people I did see and I didn't speak to. It wasn't personal, honestly. It was just me not feeling happy, not feeling friendly, pretty much. Like, if I don't mentally prepare myself to be in that space, like I gotta excite myself. And I wasn't feeling my hair, I wasn't feeling my face, I wasn't feeling what I was wearing, and I was already sweaty and I was just tired. I was like, you know what? I want to go home. And it was interesting because when I was asleep, I was having a dream about me going home. But it was so funny because basically my brother, I haven't had dreams in a minute and I'm so happy that I'm having them again. My brother ended up coming to the game. I think my cousin was there. And it was like we were on the bus, but we were also in his car. And I had left, but we were going the opposite direction. It was really weird. And so I realized right when we were driving off, like, wait, I have the keys to the car and the car's over there. And why are we going this way? I was really confused. And then he was all like, well, I'll just bring you back to get the car or whatever. He just said something. And I was just like, okay, whatever. But that just shows you, like, whatever you really project and whatever you really think about, like, it can go into your dreams. Like, it can become a part of your nightly sleep, you know? Okay, so well, I don't know if you know. If you dream or if you don't dream, let me know. Okay, how about that? How about that? And thank you for watching if you're still here. Because it is 7:05 now and it is Saturday. Okay. How about you comment your YouTube channel? How about that? How about you comment your Instagram or comment your Facebook or your Snapchat? Okay. Hmm. What else do I want to watch? Y'all should let me know what to watch. Honestly, I've been trying to sign into YouTube on this Xbox, and it's just stupid. It just didn't want to work. I could try again. Definitely. Okay. And yes, I still have coffee left. I should have probably downed it so it could all go down at the same time. Like it could all come out at the same time. But drinking all that coffee, like I already felt like my stomach is already feeling it. I've been feeling it for like the past 30 minutes, to be honest. And yeah. Okay, I think I need some more cream. I need some more sugar. I need a lot. I'm like almost 2/3 done. And I don't know if I featured him today. Here we have Yomi. I did name my baby. This is Yomi. And why I can't see his face? That's hilarious. Okay. Oh, I know y'all wondering if I was going to eat that burrito. That burrito is still sitting in the microwave, and I don't know when I'm gonna heat it back up. I know it's definitely not warm anymore. Okay, let me try this again. YouTube.com/activate. Okay. YouTube.com/activate. Now, to sign in, it says enter this code. So I'm going to enter the code. Now, let's see if it works. MJWYZH. Let me be the one to give everything you need. Yeah. It's everything. What the fuck is that? That's not my password. Okay, I don't know what that is. And if you know about editing, let me know, okay? Allow. It says success, device connected. Okay, so I'm signed in now. Breaking my ex-girlfriend's $2,500 phone. So that was 1 hour ago. Do I want to watch that? That's an interesting. Recommended. Okay, what the fuck? I can't. Okay. Went horribly wrong. Okay, we gotta watch that. So it says how releasing 1,500,000 balloons went horribly wrong.
There are thousands of new records
Check it out.
that are broken. From
Check it
simple
out.
things like weightlifting all the way to the most body piercings. Some are a bit odder than others. For the most part, these records tend to be harmless. But every now and again, something goes wrong. Today, we're going to be looking at what went wrong during the 1986 Cleveland Balloon Fest as they tried to break a world record by releasing almost 1.5 million balloons all at once. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to never miss an upload. And also drop a like down below if you enjoy this video at any point. So the 1986 Balloon Fest was put on by United Way of Cleveland, a charity organization that wanted to do the stunt for publicity and fundraising. The goal was to set a new world record, and they certainly achieved that. While it sounds like a fun publicity stunt, the truth of the matter is that things went south very quickly. The launch was organized by Balloon Art by Treb, an LA-based company spearheaded by Treb Heining, who had spent 6 months preparing for the release. The idea was to make the event a giant publicity stunt whereby people could sell sponsorships for filling up balloons, which would go to fund the charity. To prepare, the organization set up a giant rectangular mesh net over the public square. The area covered over an entire city block. From there, roughly 2,500 volunteers, mostly students, worked for hours filling up the balloons with helium. United Way would make $1 for every 2 balloons filled up. Tom Hollowalk, the mastermind behind the event, would later give an interview to Gizmodo, in which he stated, "I was the project manager for this event. I worked on it for
why don't my cover want to stay on my shoulders? I should try to create a cover.
The city square.
I know they have one,
up to 90-mile-per-hour winds.
Try to create a cover
It was supposed to
that
be
like
relatively straightforward. The goal was to inflate 2 million balloons to release them into the air. However, there were concerns that morning of bad weather. They stopped at around 1.5 million. By 1:50 p.m., the balloons were unleashed.
Tears were pouring in all night long, and by dawn it looked like a helium mountain rising out of public square. Inside the balloon mountain, thousands of volunteers were working as fast as they could to keep adding to the 1.5 million needed to set a new world record. A record that nearly escaped them. A storm late last night caused the release of several thousand balloons.
It was release. My crew was just getting ready to turn it in. Had everything set for the morning, and we lost 25 of the big inflatables that you see. It took off the whole side of this fabric over here. So we had to work straight through right until the time the crew got here, and they got the thing ready.
While the leak was corrected, Heine was still concerned by late morning about the weather today.
Yeah, balloons are going to be inflated by about noon. Yeah, so if it starts to look like rain, it might just pull it up or it'll release them early. That's something I got to discuss with United Way.
His concern was found in his 2 p.m. approach to rainstorm.
They can say, yeah.
News reports show people being ecstatic at the display. It was the biggest balloon launch since the 31st anniversary of Disneyland, which had occurred the previous year. No one thought anything
So many balloons that look like
organizers believed that the balloons would eventually run out of helium and fall back to Earth, where they would biodegrade. Unfortunately, things did not pan out that nicely.
What happened next? Okay.
The organizers were told that there would be bad weather that day, and it certainly came. A front of cold air and a rainstorm ran through Cleveland, which pushed the balloons back to the ground. Normally, a helium-filled balloon will lose all of its air before it descends back to Earth. However, the happen chance of bad weather caused the balloons to return while they were still filled up. The balloons ended up covering the streets all around Cleveland, resulting in multiple car accidents. Reports show that drivers slowed down and gawked at the sight around them. They even made their way to the Burke Lakefront Airport, shutting down an entire runway. The owner of a prized Arabian horse, which was spooked by the falling debris, ended up suing United Way for the injuries.
Exactly.
Ultimately, won $100,000 in damages later in court. The balloons coming back to Earth didn't directly kill anyone. However, completely unrelated to the event, the Coast Guard was looking for 2 fishermen, Bernard Sulzer and Raymond Brown.
They're everywhere.
On September 26th that had not been seen since. Of course, the next day was when 1.5 million balloons went up into the sky, which complicated search efforts.
Definitely.
Before the launch, rescuers had discovered the fisherman's boat, which was anchored just west of the Edgewater.
So the balloons killed
somebody. The Coast Guard assumed the boat had flipped over due to choppy waters, leaving the men stranded. Time was of the essence, but the balloons coming back to the ground served as a major hindrance. A helicopter was sent out to find the men.
I mean, it does pretty hella balloons in the water.
Area due to all of the balloons taking
But I know it's not good for the
Members of the Coast Guard who were actually on the water said there were too many balloons to see whether any bodies were floating. On September 29th, the Coast Guard had to suspend its operations, and it wasn't too long later that the men's bodies washed ashore. The wife of one of the fishermen would later sue United Way as well as the company that helped them put together the balloons. She initially sued the organization for $3.2 million and ended up settling out of court for an undisclosed sum.
What were the consequences? Okay.
What started as a fun, whimsical way to raise money for charity ended up leaving a bad taste in everyone's mouth. In one local newspaper out of Yakima, Washington, a report stated United Way in Cleveland released 1.5 million balloons into the air, some of which landed in Lake Erie and on an airport runway, shutting down the airport for a half hour or so. It seems to me the money spent for this stunt could have been used to much better advantage, seeing as how most of the funds were probably from donations from people who donate because they believe their money is going for a good cause, such as helping out the more unfortunate. William F. Corritt, a writer based out of Woodbine, Iowa, wrote another piece lamenting the events that unfolded this day. However, he was more concerned with the loss of a precious resource, namely helium. His report read, "It is most distressing to see pictures of the mass release of helium-filled balloons, as such an activity involves loss of a non-renewable resource merely to gratify the urge to observe a visual spectacle. Once released, the helium is gone forever. And this rare gas is hard to come by and is much needed in non-frivolous scientific and industrial activity. It's clear that this event was..."
全国の皆さん、どうもはじめまして、みやびチャンネルです。みやびチャンネルでは、皆さん、一度経験したことがある悩み、恋愛、健康、モチベーション、この3つのうち必ず悩んだ経験や、今悩んでいる方がいるんじゃないかなと思います。そんな悩んでいる方の味方になる、手助けを目的として、ほんの少し前に進むことをお手伝いするチャンネルです。みやびチャンネルも悩みに多い考え込んでしまうタイプでしたし、恋愛や健康、モチベーションの動画をかなり見て、いろいろなチャンネルの方々から勇気をもらいました。そこで自分の勉強したことを発信したり、動画に残したりって自分の形になるやんと思って、自分という人間を自分の言葉で表現するってなかなか経験できるものじゃないかなと、しかもその発信力を身につけたいと思って動画投稿を開始しました。動画投稿を始めたときは、社会人1年目の四苦八苦した感情を思い出したりして、バタバタした中でも夢中で楽しいともやりがいがあるともわからない感じでした。動画を投稿して、朝動画が見られたのか、チャンネル登録者が増えたのかをチェックするも、成果がなしが数ヶ月続きました。待ってないですけど、人ってやってると環境に慣れてくるので、今は多少見る側、視聴者側の立場になって作れるようにできるようになりました。そして、やっと初めて、
So we're gonna taste this coffee
これ難しいなと思ったり感じたこともありましたが、
I just poured hella creamer in there, and I don't think it's gonna be good. And I want more coffee left in my
The organizers should have given more attention to what the weather would be like that day. They also should have checked with local law enforcement agencies to make sure there were no ongoing investigations for missing persons. The last word that would come from this event came in the form of a 1994 profile by the charity's Director of Marketing and Communications, George Fraser. The profile read, by the early 1980s, he had left P&G for a 3-year stint as Director of Marketing and Communications for United Way Services of Cleveland. The period was marked by an incident Fraser calls his greatest success and his biggest failure, Balloon Fest 86. Unfortunately, the sky that day did not remain clear for long. Rain forced vast numbers of balloons back down as far as Medina, where they spooked a horse who hurt itself on a fence. Meanwhile, police crews that searched the lake for a body complained that all those bobbing balloons looked like heads. Fraser prefers to remember Balloon Fest for its conception and pre-mishap majesty.
All right. I do want to watch that, but I want to add it to later. Save. Watch later. Yes. Okay. We go high. Oh, this girl just be doing crazy ass shit. Dreamville, sleep deprived. I guess I can watch that. It says 1 month ago. Have I seen that? If you fuck with Dreamville, let me know. Okay, I'm a big J. Cole fan. I really love him with all my heart. Okay, let me get my coffee.
my story. She said, sister, what it gets me, she all for me. I told her God must have overheard my hope for when she crazy high. I never would have thought to be in this position. To see, if I say my life is such a cliche quote. But before I grab the mic, I work the focus on the road. On my first deal, off the really shit I wrote. I put my city on the focus, ain't a hope. Used to be steady above more than I flew. Same visions in my field. You can take me for a joke. You ain't talk quarters. Behind my back, they call me pro like bro. You gotta match one before you go. I'm always leaving message on. Think it's on smoke. We really out to fuck with heavy niggas on the boat. And that's just how I go. She go, damn, nigga, that cheap. I know. Tell me about it in my life. You full of stress. Hey, niggas that see your private life. Oh, dreams. I'm a civic philosopher. Used to be honorable. Last one was some riding up. Now everything I blow high as fuck. I'm yeah, you must have been doing this shit. It's pretty common over. Yeah, younger talking about getting signed to call. I was so hot headed.
Comment your favorite J. Cole song if you a J. Cole fan, okay? If you wonder where my furniture at, it's on the way. If you want to buy me some furniture, my Cash App is just B. Should probably start linking that because donations are needed for my life. Jesus. I definitely did have some moments where I split today. Oh, we have a female rapper. I haven't seen her. Okay. And she cute. Ooh. Yeah. Why do I keep taking my cover off? Because I keep having this issue with my hair. If you ain't already, share this live. Okay, we need to get it popping in here. I want to talk to some people. I'm going to plug my charger in and then check this window.
The guy long so we summarize. Right below the wall, got your message underlined. I've been getting high summer crime. Never since wonder why. And intent when you just can't pretend. You keep raising stupid guys with stupid love. Hurt feelings, no cap, like goofy gloves. Settle up, keep it solid. Think about you keep sleeping private.
Sleeping private. Okay, so she did the chorus. I don't know this one. J. Cole should have been on this. Like, I'm a big one. I'm one of those people. If I fuck with you, I feel like you need to be on every song. Like, every song. And it needs to be fire. All right. What's next? Because this show just started playing. Up late. Do y'all like Ari Lennox? I love her. On all night. I don't know the words. Okay. Again. I can't sing. I know. Head on my head. Play again. On your breathing play. Play again. here. All right, y'all. So I don't want him walking in. I'm interrupting. I'll be back. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, like this. Show love, and I'll show love back. Love y'all. Bye. Okay.